Look, all I'm saying is that maybe, just maybe, we shouldn't have taught the humans about quantum tunneling first. Science Officer Vrix chittered nervously, their crystalline antenna vibrating with concern as they paced the length of the observation deck. "Oh, come on," Ambassador Threx rumbled, their massive gelatinous form rippling with what passed for eye-rolling in their species. They were going to figure it out eventually. Besides, what's the worst that could happen? The moment those words left Threx's speech membrane, every alien within earshot flinched. Across the galaxy, there was an unspoken understanding among the elder species. Never, under any circumstances, say those words when discussing humans. And yet, here they were. The first incident. It started innocently enough. Humans, as always, took quantum tunneling and did what humans did best. Applied it in the most reckless way possible. Instead of limiting themselves to laboratory experiments or safe scientific applications, they decided to use it for transportation, not just for cargo either. No, humans wanted to teleport themselves. The first public demonstration happened on Earth's moon colony, Luna Prime. A young physicist, Dr. Isaac Lorne, decided that walking was too much effort and figured out a way to tunnel through space without actually moving. It was supposed to be a controlled experiment with extensive safeguards in place. It worked. Kind of. Dr. Lorne did indeed tunnel from one side of the lunar base to the other in an instant. The problem was, so did 7 other versions of him, each one slightly different, each one claiming to be the real Isaac Lorne. Nobody could explain it. Quantum physics suggested that they should have collapsed into a single entity or resolved into a superposition state, but instead, the universe just accepted it. The 7 Lornes were quarantined and studied. They seemed to be completely functional, and the only major difference between them was that one of them had an extra finger and another was about 2 inches taller. The humans, being humans, shrugged and called it a feature rather than a bug. The expansion begins. Once they ironed out the bugs, well, most of them, there was still that one incident where an engineer accidentally tunneled into the core of Mars and caused a minor planetary quake. Humanity expanded the technology rapidly. Within 5 years, they had commercialized quantum tunneling. Gone were the days of long-haul space travel. Now, you could simply tunnel from Earth to Alpha Centauri in an instant. No spaceships required, no warp drives, no fuel. The rest of the galactic community was less than thrilled. Do they not understand the implications of this? High Matriarch Yavala of the Zendari hissed, gripping her data tablet so hard it cracked. If they can just bypass time and space, what is stopping them from appearing in our homeworlds unannounced? The simple answer? Nothing. Humans weren't intentionally malicious, but their curiosity often outpaced their caution. Soon, reports started flooding in, humans appearing in places they should not be. Galactic leaders meeting in their private chambers only for some human diplomat to pop into existence beside them, uninvited. Their response, "Oh, sorry, wrong coordinates. My bad." It was an epidemic. No species was safe. The more doors were locked, the more determined humans were to see what was behind them. And then, things got worse. The universal crack. The warning signs had been there all along. Unexplained anomalies, areas of space where the fundamental laws of physics started behaving strangely. Reports of people tunneling and coming back, different. And then came the breach. A human research station on the edge of the Andromeda Galaxy reported an event unlike any other. A scientist named Dr. Helena Cho attempted to tunnel across a laboratory. Instead of reappearing a few meters away, she didn't come back alone. Something came with her. It wasn't alive, at least not in the conventional sense. The entity was a mass of shifting, incomprehensible geometry, a paradox given form. It spoke in voices that didn't belong to this universe. Time and space warped around it. Scientists who looked at it too long started experiencing their past, present, and future simultaneously. And the worst part? It was curious. It wanted to learn more about the universe that had summoned it. The humans tried to contain it. They failed. It spread. Across the stars, reality itself began to unravel. People who tunneled sometimes came back wrong, with extra limbs, with memories that didn't belong to them, with the ability to see things no one should be able to see. For the first time in history, the galactic community united with a single goal: stop the humans. But it was too late. The reckoning entire planets blinked out of existence, not destroyed, not consumed, just gone. Replaced by things that should not be. Cities where gravity was optional. Oceans that flowed upward. Creatures that existed only in dreams, suddenly very, very real. And through it all, the humans remained oblivious. "Oh, hey, this is weird," one human scientist mused as he watched a star fold in on itself and transform into a three-dimensional shadow of a four-dimensional object. "We should study this." The universe, for the first time in its long history, let out a mournful wail. The humans had asked, "What's the worst that could happen?" And the universe finally had an answer. Epilogue. There was no war, no grand battle, no final confrontation. The universe simply adapted. Laws of physics rewrote themselves to accommodate humanity's meddling. Reality restructured. The anomalies became part of the natural order. The galactic community, once terrified, found themselves resigned to a new normal, one where humans simply did things that made no sense, and the universe just had to deal with it. And in the end, humanity did what they always did best. They thrived.